Hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, we're right at the top of Tala and we're dropping down through the centre, and we're going to wiggle and we're going to waggle through the banana plantations of downtown and midtown Gassoniga, and eventually we're going to come out in midtown Clorica. We're going on a debt collection exercise today, so you never know, I might need the help of the two superstars who are living in downtown damp Cardiff. Yes, Lord Jeremy, Lord Simon, get your mallets at the ready. We're going to go mallet the living daylights out of a man in Florida and collect some money. Only joking. We're going to ring his doorbell and he'll give me an envelope with a couple of bob in it. This is the new roundabout, by the way, that they're constructing in Tala, and apparently they're going to do a bit of a statuette and a bit of a fountain. So when it's done, we'll come back up the other way and you'll be able to get to see it in all of its glory. Now, if you're wondering about the weather, yeah, it's pretty good, there's no doubt about that. The sky, it's blue. The sea, it's blue. Mr. Paul, he's dressed head to toe in blue. So all that is missing is you. So get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me are waiting especially for you. We are indeed. Look at that for a view. That's the kind of view that takes your breath away. I'd like to do a big shout out to Lady Victoria and of course Sir Martin, and we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts for joining us as superstar members. Thank you very much indeed. Of course, she's already a lady and you're already a sir, and now and again you'll get more and more shout outs and special little treats on the little channel known as Marika and me. Now, where are we? We're wiggling and we're waggling into the back lanes of downtown Tala. The road surfaces, well, they're not very good. So if your name is Lady so sweet Caroline, get your bottom on a memory foam pillow, and just before you do, pour a tot or two for the superstar, for the legend known as Lord Nigel of the Big Guns. And of course, you'll be coming to downtown Paphos very soon indeed. November is but just around the corner, and then of course Christmas will be upon us, and then of course summer will start all over again, and all the people we've already met this summer will be coming back, and we're looking forward to meeting you. And by the way, if you do miss us on the downtown Paphos promenade in the harbour area, or perhaps if we're wiggling and waggling in the rear streets and you really want to come and have a chat, a sit down, why not come to the Pelican restaurant? That's the one in the middle of the harbour restaurants, and we'll be sitting in the front row. I'll be the idiot in a blue hat and a pair of sunglasses, and of course sitting next to me will be the most beautiful woman in the world, Miss Ochin Gracilian Booth. So come over and say hi. If you want to have a seat and have a drink, why not join us, and we'll put the world to right and chit chat about what's going on the little channel known as Marika and me. As we speak, the girl in charge of the show, the one and only Dayman, she's in Paphos. She's about halfway through her holiday, so she's got more than a week to go, because she likes to come out for 3 weeks at a time. And again, tonight, she will be joining us in the downtown Paphos Harbour. I think Princess Tracy will be there. I got a feeling Lady Victoria will be there. And of course, if she's coming, that means my mate, Sir Martin, is coming as well. And I also think that Lady Sally Briers will be there. And of course, Sir Matt will be joining us. So we'll be having a bit of a party in the Pelican restaurant tonight, that's for sure. And if you want to join that party, well, pull up a chair, sit down, and let's have a chat or two. Now on that note, if you do like what you see, why not hit the like, doesn't cost you a penny. Why not hit the subscribe button, doesn't cost you a penny. And if you really want to keep the channel afloat and keep us going, why not click through and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. So Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me, pop it into Google, up will come the landing page, and you'll get a little bit more information about us, and you will have the opportunity to buy us that special coffee, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, however generous that you feel. We'd like to thank Lord Andy, the Lord Andy from Shropshire, with his partner in crime, Lady Ness, and of course we'll be drinking those 5 coffees very soon indeed. And we we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. We'd like to thank Jean and Malcolm as well. Thank you very, very much. And we will be, well, supping and digesting those coffees very, very soon indeed. You can also choose to become a superstar member, just like Lady Victoria and Sir Martin have done, and of course many other people have done it as well. Only €10 a month, comes automatically, doesn't bother you in the slightest, and of course it keeps us afloat. You can also help us out on YouTube itself, where you hit that thumbs up. If you scroll across, you'll see shorts and downloads, and next to that is the heart-shaped button with a little red $ in the middle. That's the thanks button. And we'd like to thank some of the superstars who hit it now and again. If your name is Lady Ali and there's a man in your life called Sir Neil, thank you very, very much indeed. If you've got your very own Arching Reciviella booth and your name is Lord Derek Scully, thank you very, very much indeed. And if you're living in downtown Cornwall and your name's Sir Phil and you've got a girl in your life who likes a butterfly or two, Lady Sharon, we thank you very, very much indeed. Now, technically we are in the village of Midtown Clorica. Well, no, sorry, Casonica. Everyone gets confused around here because it all blends into one. But this is actually Casonica Village. That's where we are. And we're going to take a little bit of a left and drive through the village itself. Quite a nice little village, by the way. One or two nice tavernas around. And if you are on that side of the road in front of me now, and you want to view out the back window, guess what? You're going to be casting your eyes out across the blue Mediterranean Sea, and Paphos is waiting for you. We've got Julie's coming up here, Julie's Bar. They do good food, good drinks, and there's a good atmosphere, so they say on the sign. And we're off not from the afternoon until late in the evening. There's quite a few expats sitting there, that is for sure. There's a little restaurant over here called Tweedy's, and that's a very, very nice restaurant, by the way. And almost most nights it's booked up to the rafters, so if you want to get a table in there, you've got to make a special booking. This is called the Village Inn on the right hand side now. Again, a very, very busy place. I've been there once or twice and had a decent meal at a decent price. So here we go, we're wiggling and we're waggling up through Casonica Village. Lots of expats live in Casonica, by the way, and there's quite a few holiday apartment complexes and of course the odd villa. So if you want to live in this part of town, you can. If you want to bear in for Paphos, you're probably around 10 to 15 minutes in a car. If you're going to walk it, well, it's going to take you an hour or so, obviously. But of course, if your name is Lady Justine and you've got a long-haired lover in your life called Sir Andy, of course, you're quite used to a walk or two, and hopefully they'll be joining us in the Pelican restaurant tonight as well. So if you want to get to meet some new friends in Paphos on your holidays, why not come to the Pelican restaurant from around about 7:30 to 8 o'clock, and we're there until they throw us out, except on a Monday. Normally on a Monday we have a night off, shall we say. We all need a night off to recuperate, don't we, shall we say. So where are we now? Flower shops galore. So if your name's Lady Ali and Sir Neil's in the mood for it, he could pop down to Casonica and get you some flowers while he's at it as well. Now this road now is going to take us straight into, well, Midtown Clorica, as I say, and then if you keep on going straight, you'll come into the Paphos Old Town. So it's probably going to take us about 5 minutes or so from here. So sit back and relax, adjust the flip-flops, get yourself a frappe and a smoking device or two. That could be a Romeo and Juliet, that's a cigar, or perhaps a cigarillo. You never know, whatever your tipple may be. And luckily for me, there's no traffic lights on this bit of road, so I haven't got to go through them on red and upset the girl known as Lady Andrea. There we are. Just let me light my cigar. There we go. There's a garden centre coming up here as well, by the way. And, well, Lemba. There we are. We're now in Lemba. I forgot about Lemba. Lemba's in between Casonica and Clorica and Ember. Very, very confusing. So this is Lemba, and I think to the left-hand side of us, very surely we'll go into Ember. So no one has a clue where the hell they live in this part of town. So they normally say Clorica or Casonica. This is Lemba. There we are. Now, let's light this cigar up before we, well, lose the ash on the end of it. Here we go. Speed bumps coming up as well. They're putting these things absolutely everywhere, you know, just to slow you down and to destroy your suspension is what they're trying to do. There we are, Ember, big church there, by the way. It really is. And there's one or two little attractions for you to go and have a look at. You've got the Lemba Bazaar coming up. So if you want to buy anything, and I mean anything, from a pair of jeans to a jumper, underwear, washing equipment, washing products, plant pots, barbecues, you name it, the Lemba Bazaar has got it waiting there especially for you, and at reasonable prices. Good quality at reasonable prices. What's coming up now? This is the, well, Lemba, I suppose, but many people say it's Clorica. So this is the Clorica Papa Antonio supermarket. Very popular with all the expats who live in this area. You've got SC Motors, that's Christos. If you want to buy a car, he's a decent chap with a decent reputation. Been there for donkey's years. His father before him. And if you want to get some insurance for that car, Top Quotes Insurance is on the left-hand side there. And that's where Mr. Dirk and Mr. Michael went to get their insurance for that rather nice little Honda HR-V that I sold to them. And they're relocating to Paphos in and around the middle of November. And you never know, we might get them dancing the Chuchuchka in the Paphos Harbour sometime in November or December, especially for you. And you never know, they may even bring the dog. His name is Leno, and he's an absolute superstar, and he's looking forward to retiring to Cyprus. And of course, he'll have all the sun in the world, and he'll be prancing and stuff in the back of that Honda HR-V. And I'm sure he'll be very, very happy indeed. So I think technically now we're in Clorica. What's the price of benzene? Let's have a look today. Diesel 173, petrol 160 something. So it's quite expensive. I think it's cheaper in America at the moment, and I think it's about the same in downtown London. So it's not cheap, is it? So don't forget to buy us that coffee or two to keep us driving around making these videos, especially for you. And don't forget, if you want a birthday shout out, an anniversary, some special occasion, drop it in the comments on a coffee or two, and that video will be coming especially for you. Now I'm wondering, is Alison and Enid, are they still here, or have they gone back home? We've seen you a couple of times. If you're in Paphos, and perhaps this could be your final night, why not come down to the Pelican restaurant and have a sit down and let's have a chin wag or two. Lots of shops around here. If you've got some pets in your life, you've got a pet shop, a pet grooming shop, and further down here there's another pet shop called Pet Stuff, very, very popular with expats. They sell pretty much absolutely everything you could want, from a brush to a cat litter tray, all the best quality foods. So if you've got a pet in Paphos, all you've got to do is take a left just over here and you'll come right out in front of Pet Stuff. So there you go. Or perhaps if you want some dog food for yourself, you never know. You want some kiosks all around here. And of course, we're now going to come into the top of Paphos. And I'm going to say to you, thanks for watching. And of course, if you do like what you see, want to hit the like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit of Paul's madness as he drives in and around Paphos and the surrounding villages. Thanks for watching. Of course, I'll see you again very, very soon indeed.